Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to our lecturer, Dr. Fadia. My name is Muhammad Nazirul Bashar bin Norefendi, SIQ 10170019. So, me and my team will do assignment number 11, which is about travel and tour agency. So, we must start our programming of C++ with hashtag include IOStream. That stands for input and output stream. Next, we must include IOMANIP, that is for decimal places. Next, we must include C-string, that is common code for using string. And lastly, we must include F-stream. F-stream stands for using input and output stream to operate on files. Next, we must write using namespace std. This is for cin and cout. After that, we must declare two functions which is double additional function and void payment. Why we double the additional function? Because we want to return the value at main function. And why we use void payment? Because the function payment will not return any value to main function. So in additional function, we have string x, int passenger and int place. For payment, we have int passengers, we have double add cost, we have int place, string name, string country, and lastly string date. So in our main function, we must declare integer int for place, passengers, and we declare string for name, date, and country, and lastly we declare double for add cost. So as you can see from this coding, after that we see out our travel agency name, which is Afiq and Yul Malaysia Travel Agency. After that, we list 4 choices of our tour packages, which is number 1 Kuala Lumpur, number 2 Melaka, number 3 Terengganu, and number 4 Sabah. After that, we ask the user to enter the destination place. So if the user input destination choice others than 1, 2, 3 and 4, there will be see out of there is no vacation choice as input. Please choose again, and we use go to function to return the user back to the choose place. Next is system CLS, which is the program will print out the output in the next page. And then we have packs, which asks the user to enter the number of packs. Next, we will ask our user to enter their country of origin and their name. So we use getLine function for cin because getLine is used to remove delimitator for our input. Example of delimitator is space. Next, we will ask our user to enter their date of arrival in form of day, month, and year. Finally, we add cost equal to additional. Why? Because we want to use the value of additional return back to add cost. After that, we call payment function because we want to use add cost in the payment function later. After that, we return 0. That is our end of main function.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Adriana binti Cik Johari, SIQ 170023. So now I will explain about the subfunction additional, which take the value string country, integer passengers, an integer place from the main function. So on line 60, we will declare a string of variables which is A, B, C, D. Next are character, language, language entrance, which can hold until 20 characters. And we also will declare another string which is ACC, ADD, and next is double at cost. Okay, on line 63, you can see there is a reset. This is for the go-to that will be explained by my friend later. Okay, on line 65, you see a system CLS. So the function of system CLS is to bring us to a new page. Okay, so from line 66 until line 73, we will see out the list of additional services that we provide to our customer, which is the first one is tour guide with certain language, 150 per day, accommodation during tours, and the last one is transportation between airport. And next we will see out for these following questions, answer with yes and no. Okay, so on line 76, you can see there is a start one, which is for the go-to that I will explain later. So we will see out, do you prefer tour guide with certain proficiency in certain languages? So, and we will see in A. So if user entered answer other than yes or no, we will see out wrong input. Please enter the correct input. And this is where the function of go to, where it will go to start one again and ask the question again until the user enter yes or no. So if the user answered yes, then we will see out what language do you prefer. So see in the language that the user entered, and in the main function, we ask the user which places that we want to go, that they want to go. So if they answered place equals to 1, then they want to go to KL. Place equals to 2, they want to go to Malacca. Place equals to 3 to Terengganu, and place equals to 4 to go to Sabah. So if place is equals to 4, our initial add cost is 0. So our add cost is equals to add cost plus week 6 times week 150. Why 6? Because Sabah packages offers a 6 days. Since this tour guide with certain language is 150 per day, so we need 2 times with 6. But for other places, we need 2 times with 4 times with 150, because KL, Malacca and Terengganu offers 4 days trip. Okay, so as you can see from line 90, there is another go to start to, which function like start 1. So we will see out, do you need accommodation during the duration of the tour? So like before, if the user entered other value than yes or no, then we will see out wrong input. Please enter the correct input, and we will go to start to again. So if the user answered yes, then we will see out the place we prepared for housing in the duration of the tour is at. So if the user entered place equals to 1 in the main function, which tells that they want to go to KL, then we will see out KL cozy suites, which cost 1,800. So this, then we will calculate the new additional cost, where the add cost plus equals to 1,800. And if place is equals to 2, then we will see out Nyonya Homestay at Alo Gajah, Melaka, which is 1,300. And the add cost will be add cost plus equals 1,300. And next, if place is equals to 3, which means that they want to go to Terengganu, then the C out is Terengganu Beach House, Terengganu, which costs 1,000. So the add cost will be add cost plus equals 1,000. And the last one is If place is equals to 4, which means that they want to go to Sabah, then we will see out rumah bukit at Sabah, where the cost is 2,400 and the ad cost will be the previous ad cost plus with 2,400. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Muhammad Nazman bin Nazrun, SIN2002. So I will present the next part of the code. So we will start with start tree. Start tree is for go-to function later in this code. So we want to ask the user, do you need a transportation service during the tour? So the user will input yes or no. If the user input a different than that, it will go to start tree by go to function. It will restart again and ask again the user, do you need transportation service during the tour? So if the user input yes, so we will relate with the previous question about the accommodation. So if the user answer with no, we want to know the address of their accommodation during the tour. So after that, we'll ask the user the address for the airport which they will arrive later. So with this, we will see into if the passenger or the bags is less than 5, so that means that there's only need one car in the transportation service. So we see out that the price for transportation service per day will be 200 ringgit. So if the place is equal to 4, because if the place equal to 4, it is in Sabah, which is 6 day. So we will add cost with 200 ringgit times 6 days. So if the place is less than 4, which is place 1, place 2 and place 3, which all the package have 4 days, so we will add cost the 200 ringgit times 4. Different if the pax number or passenger greater or equal than 5, so that means that they need another additional car. So the price for transportation service will be per day will be 400 ringgit. So the same like previously, if the place at Sabah, we will add 400. We will add to the add cost 400 times 6, and if the place is other than that, we will 400 times 4. Next, we will see out the total additional cost. With this, we use the set precision fix, so that it will we will only take 2 decimal places. We see out RM, and then we see out the add cost. So with this, the user will know the total additional cost. Then we will ask the user again if they wish to reset their choices, because if they aren't happy with the total additional cost, they can reset their choices. So if the user input yes, it will go to reset, which is at the start of the question in the previously mentioned by Adriana. So we will end this additional subfunction with return add cost, which will return the value of add cost to the main function.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. I am Arifah Nordin, SIQ170001. Now we will proceed to the next code. For this part, we need to compute the total payment that is needed to pay by the user, and also to print the receipt for both parties' references. Firstly, we need to use void function and rename it as payment. We need to use some variables such as passengers, add cost, place, string name, string country, and string date, which was explained by Nazirul just now in its main function. Next, if the user choose place 1 in main function, the location will be Kuala Lumpur, and the payment will be add cost plus passengers, which is the number of pax, times the price of the package, which is 530 for Kuala Lumpur, and this total value will be multiplied by 1.1 because of the 10% of service charges. This whole code is applicable for place 2, which is Melaka, place 3, which is Terengganu, and also place 4, which is Sabah. And that is the end of the total payment that needed to be paid. Now we will move on to print the receipt. Firstly, we have to write off-stream file. We need to print off-stream my file to open a new page, and we are going to use system CLS. Firstly, instead of writing C out, we are going to use my file to print out the name, location, passengers, country of origin, arrival date, and also the 10% of service charge. After performing all this my file, we need to close this page by writing myfile.close. Next, we are going to duplicate this code It's just that we need to substitute the my file with cout to print out the name of the user, the location of the destination of the travel, the passengers, which is the number of pax, the country of origin, and the date of the arrival. So after performing this code, the receipt will be printed out in the new window. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Afiq Irfan bin Muhammad, SIN2002 Okay, first of all, after all of the coding just now, so we will execute the code. So we can see that after execute, we see that firstly it come out the what we see out at main above, which is Afiq and Yul Malaysia Travel Agency. By that we can see that the list of tour package that we listed, such as Kuala Lumpur, Melaka, Terengganu, and Sabah. So I will show you you can assume me as a visitor or the tourist. So firstly, I will enter the destination that I want to go, which is I choose Kuala Lumpur, and I enter 1 for the Kuala Lumpur. And so then you will go to the next page, which is from the CLS system in the coding. So I enter the pass or how many person that I want to go. So I assume as 2 person, and the country of my origin is Nigeria, and my name is Muhammad Afiq Irfan just now. So the date that I arrival to the Malaysia, which is any date you want to enter. So my date is 04/06/2019. So we will go to the next page, and the next page for list of additional services using also the CLS system in the coding. So we choose the coding asks us, do you prefer to guide with certain proficiency in certain language? So I am Nigerian, so I don't know what is Malaysian language, so I prefer yes. What language? I prefer English as a easy language to understand for all. Do you need accommodation during the duration of the tour? So yes. The place that I will prepare, and it show that the place that I will be stay when I am in KL is KL Cozy Suits, KL for 1,800 for 4 days and 3 nights. Do you need transportation? Yes. So at the address I will arrive at KLIA, and the price for the total additional cost is 3,200. So I press no for don't want to reset the choice, and we go to the receipt. So lastly, the agency or the coding above will print out the receipt that I need, and for the agency needed to travel for this Kuala Lumpur. So we can see that the receipt just now will be shown at the notepad that we state in the coding above. So that's all from me. Thank you.